Hello children, good afternoon. This is the third part of the video that I uploaded yesterday. In that I have told you about subject, verb, adjustment, right? This can be named differently also, like sometimes we do call it as subject-verb concord in class 10, subject-verb relationship to make someone understand, subject-verb, agreement when we are finally writing a sentence. See, I began my classes with this topic, sentence. Unless you are able to write anything in English, that is not considered as authentic. Unless you are able to write a single, at least a sentence perfectly. What I want to say that if you are committing mistakes, if you are making mistakes while writing even a single sentence, then that is nothing in English, because then it will not produce the meaning of the sentence. So I started with sentence. After that I took up noun. I simply went on in a systematic way. If you can understand me and if you can follow me, you will be definitely benefited. And after that I took up verb, right? And as far as nouns are concerned, that means we are talking about subject, nouns or pronoun. And on the other hand, we have verb, maybe helping verb or maybe main verb, right? Are you getting me? Okay. And in most of my classes, if you remember my classes when we were offline, in real classes, I always began my classes by disclosing this: subject, verb, object. If you are writing anything in English, and if you are following these norms, like in the beginning you are placing subject, then you are placing verb, and after that object, then it is all right. It is going to give you a certain meaning. It is going to be meaningful. When something is meaningful in English, anything that is meaningful in English, it is called English. Otherwise, that is of no use. So, if you focus on this, straight away I started with the subject, later I took a verb, and now I'm trying to make you understand on these 2 points. I want your focus, your attention on these 2 important organs, are better to say. These are the organs actually. Like in biology we have the human organs. The same way in English we have, these are 2 vital organs of English. They are very vital actually. They are very important. And then in my video on subject, I told you that we have, I talked about noun in particular. Once you are able to understand noun, obviously you are able to understand pronoun, because now pronoun is the word that replaces noun. So instead of writing like Ram is playing, Ram is writing, instead of Ram is running, just feel it here. We are having a repetition, Ram and Ram and Ram. So in order to avoid that repetition, Repetition. Sorry, R-E-P-E. Not I, R-E-P-E. If I am not wrong, I may be wrong. I mean, you can just go through with the dictionary. So repetition. So what do we have? We have the repetition of this noun. This is noun. This is noun. So in order to avoid this repetition, we use pronoun. So what can we use here? Ram is playing. He is running. Like this. He, she. This way we can continue. Like boys are playing. Boys are writing, boys are running. So what can we put there? We can put there boys are playing in the beginning, no problem. Again, boys means they are writing, they are running. So this way we can avoid the repetition, and when in order to avoid repetition, what do? Actually, we are replacing noun by introducing pronouns. Anyways, these two, nouns and pronouns, are considered as subject. Don't forget our topic, subject-verb agreement, subject-verb adjustment, subject-verb relationship, subject-verb concord. Concord, that is the word in class 10 grammar. So, come back to the topic once more. Focused, I tried my focus on subject. In the later video, I simply tried to explain all about verbs. And I told you two kinds of verb, finite form and non-finite form. In finite form, what do we have? We have all the tenses. You can understand, like we have present, we have past, we have future. So under these tenses we have or we use the form of verb which is known as finite form of verb. And as far as non-finite forms are concerned, what do we have here? It's a different topic actually. So I'll take up later in the later videos, but right now actually we have been given a particular syllabus like writing and reading. So unless we understand this important topic, we will not be able to write. Once we start writing, that means we are aware of speaking, we are able to understanding English and all that. So English has got four, sections. So we should try to understand this. Now, if I tell you, the meaning of verb, as I told you in the beginning, that verbs are known as action words, right? For those who have joined late, let me repeat once more that I have got subject-verb adjustment. This is part 3. 2 videos are already there. This is the third important part that I'm trying to display. And I began my day with this quotings about sentences that I talked in the very beginning of making videos under Unlock English Teacher. And after that I talked about nouns and coarse pronoun, and these two are known as subject. And then I talked about verb. There we have discussed helping verb HV and main verb MV. And not only that, I simply reminded you all about my classes at school when we were offline last year, real classes. I told you about this particular formula, subject, verb, object. This is the base of English. Suppose this is a brick. You keep on putting bricks and you're making something. You're creating a wall. You're creating a house. You're creating a beautiful design. So this way you can continue. This is very important actually, subject, verb and object. And especially subject and verb. If it is right, you're going to get more marks. If something is wrong in this part, you're going to lose half marks for 2-3 mistakes. But in this case, if you're committing a mistake, it is not considered as mistake. This is considered as blunder. So here you're going to have you have to pay a huge penalty as far as marks are concerned. I mean this improves your impression as far as your examiner is concerned. So you have to focus on these two. So I have told you at the same time that whatever you're writing, if you're following these two actually, then that is going to be meaningful. And if it is meaningful, then it is English, otherwise not. Then I made you focus on subject, and I told you that these two things are important organs of English, vital organs of English. So one must know these two at least. And what are they? They are parts of speech, don't forget. Then in verb, actually, I talked about finite form of verb. We have tenses, all the tenses under finite form, and then we have non-finite form of verb. See, verb means action, I told you. Always remember, don't get confused. If you see a word like go and hockey, what do you feel? As soon as you listen to this word go, you feel that some action is on. If you know the meaning of this word, so then it shows as an action. That is why it is verb. And if I say hockey, that means a thing, a particular object. So that is a noun. So verb and noun, right? So these two things you have to understand in a better way in order to understand the topic. So let us continue with the topic, subject and subject-verb balancing. Right? So this you can understand with and I told you, and today I would like to close it right now because my video is getting bigger and it will be very difficult for me to upload. That is why let me close and wind up this class by writing this. And this you have to keep in mind. Then the basic rule is that a singular noun takes a singular verb, and a plural noun always takes a plural verb. Sometimes, let me finish within 2 minutes. When I say plural form of verb or plural verbs, students get confused. Like in case of noun, they have for boy they have boys, for girl they have girls. So they get confused about plural form of verb. Plural form of verb. Suppose if I say a plural form of verb, it is obviously it will remain go. But what do you people do actually? You, instead of writing go, you put there goes. You think that now it has become a plural, but that is wrong. This is the plural form of verb, like play. So what is the singular form of play? That is plays. In most of the cases, this is not a plural form of verb. No. So this you have to keep it in mind. Once you are prepared with all these details, all the talk that I delivered today, if you are able to understand, only then you will be able to understand subject-verb balancing, and the remaining part I will take up in the other video in part 4. Till then, bye. Thank you.